Hey there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I have my empties here. So this is a weekly video that I do to share what I've been melting this past week. If you're interested in seeing what I melted, then stick around. Okay, so as I kind of take things out of my basket here, how was your weekend? My weekend was really nice. On Saturday, I ended up going out with my daughter, my youngest, and we went to a place like a coastal town. It's just a little inland, but it's a coastal town down, the California coast a little bit, and got this bread. It is, we drive there every once in a while. It's not often, but maybe a couple times a year to get this garlic bread. It's in a little grocery store, like tiny, and this literally the main street of this town is like one block. I think they have like one restaurant. I mean, it's a tiny little town. And, but they have a garlic and herb sourdough that they cook. They have artichoke and artichoke and garlic, I think, sourdough as well. And I think it's every hour they put out this fresh bread. And usually within the hour, I mean, it's gone there. It's all day long, and it was nice and warm. We didn't do it yesterday. We kept it. We were saving it for dinner and not trying to fill up. But sometimes we've taken that bread and just eat it, go to the coast, because the beach it's just a little further out. Go to the beach and just eat bread. And sometimes we've, got cheese and sandwiches. It's so good. But anyway, sorry, I'm talking about bread. But yeah, I had a wonderful day with my daughter and just catching up and driving. It was even though it wasn't Sunday, it was a Saturday, but just going out and being on a drive and enjoying the beautiful weather, that's all part of just me just trying to find that balance again. And I talked about that in my monthly check-in and in the vlog that I did last week. So it was nice to do something outside and spend time with family. But anyway, I hope you had a wonderful weekend as well. I'm going to start off here with the two Scentsy that I warmed. I'm going to start off with Pistachio Woods. So Pistachio Woods is pistachio and buttery almond on cedar wood. So I was excited for this one. And when I smelled it, on cold, you got a nutty pistachio, and then a creaminess maybe from the almond. And then, the woodsy scent, to me, it's there, but it's not, it's kind of in the background. When I warmed this, though, it was just, It was a strong performer in the beginning as far as throw. I warmed it upstairs in the bedrooms. And yeah, it had that creamy, nutty scent to it. But it also had this... And I can smell it now too, but I can't describe it's like on the tip of my tongue on what this smells like, but it's almost like putty, like silly putty. There's something like that comes out when it's on warm. So it's not bad. It's just not great, to me. And I feel bad because, I'm going to film a Scentsy haul right after this. And a friend of mine had put leaves in lavender. She asked for leaves in lavender in a pack of 6. And I'm like, that was kind of weird. Maybe you'd like this one better. This is before I'd warmed it. And she's like, I trust your judgment. Now I'm like, you know what? When she comes over, I'll be like, you pick. If you want to give me your pistachio woods and you want the lavender and leaves that I have, then go for it. That's fine. I'll let her choose. But it wasn't bad. It was just okay. So anyway, it was okay. I did not leave this on for 2 days because by after I woke up and it had been on all night, I really didn't get much scent. It was very, very light. And since I didn't love it, I just took it out of the warmer. So that was Pistachio Woods. This one, on the other hand, is Autumn Stroll. And this one was one that I used for the challenge. I think day 2 of my melting challenge is Autumn Stroll, or, taking a stroll, something that reminds you of taking a stroll outside. And Autumn Stroll was just, for me, the perfect scent for melting that day. And I melted this upstairs in the guest room. I only used 3 cubes upstairs. Or was it this bedroom? No, I think it was the guest bedroom. But, 2 cubes, I think, would have been enough. I forgot what a strong performer this is. This has both strength, performance, and longevity, right? Those are kind of the three things. Like, how strong of a scent is it? How well is that throw, in the room or in that area? And then how long does it last? This lasted over 2 days before I switched it out, and great performance. It was drifting out into the hallway from the room. This scent has incense, I remember, is one of the scent notes, but it's so good to me. It just smells like you're outside. So it almost has like these leaves kind of scent. I believe there might be some apple in here. And it does veer a little masculine, and that might be part of the incense. I'm not sure, but I love this scent. This is in my club, and I don't know that I will let it go anytime soon. So this is Autumn Stroll. Little goes a long way. I only used partial, and I love it. So those were the 2 Scentsy that I warmed, just 2 this week, but I have scoops. I used some scoops this week. So let's get to my vendor wax here. Let me put this in some semblance of an order here, because I like to keep my vendors together. Yeah, should have done this before. Okay. So, I can ask a question at this point. I think I got them all figured out here. What was your favorite scent? Or you the strongest scent, your favorite melt this week? Share it down below. I'd love to know. Or tell me how your weekend was. That would be nice to know as well. So, okay, I think I got it all figured out here. So let me start with L3. L3, I used up 2. I have 2 empties. So one is Jack's Obsession Scentsy type. This is, it says, Eureka, this cauldron full of apple spiced with clove and cinnamon makes for a ghoulishly grand brew. I love Jack's Obsession from Scentsy. Absolutely love it. They did bring it back in a warmer brick last year. I wish it was just the brick on its own, because I would have gotten the brick. But it did allow me to put it in my monthly club or increase the quantity. That's what I wanted to do. But before I knew they were bringing it back, because it was kind of a surprise, I found, I was looking for, does vendors have this? Because I don't have enough Jack's Obsession. And so I had purchased this last year. This was from October of last year. And it smells just like it. But I will say the performance isn't the same as Scentsy's, as the OG. So although I love the scent, it wasn't as strong as I'd hoped or as long lasting. But I warmed this downstairs in open space. I used up both the tarts downstairs. So I could smell it. It was great, but it did die down within maybe 6 or 7 hours. So I feel like if you have the OG, then get the OG. If you don't have the original, this is an oil now that is offered. And I'm seeing more and more vendors coming out with their own Jack's Obsession. And the ones I've smelled are they smell just like it. So that is there for you in case you really want it. Okay. The other one from L3 was Strawberry Fest. This is fresh picked strawberries, vanilla ice cream, strawberry pound cake, funnel cake. And this was for day 1 of the fall melting challenge, which was what was it? I have it right here. Autumn Market, a wax with a market or fair theme. So the funnel cake in this reminded me of a fair. This was great. I'm very picky with strawberry, but this was a really, really nice strawberry blend. It was a partial as well, so I didn't use the whole, mini loaf. I already had used half of it. Warmed this downstairs in open space in my Scentsy warmers, and I enjoyed this one a lot. This one lasted longer than the Jack's Obsession for me. This one was I'd say pretty much 8 hours or so. Really pretty scent. I enjoyed that one a lot. So that was from L3, Waxy Wonders, and that was, to repeat it just in case you missed it, Strawberry Fest. I enjoyed that one. Okay, from Kay's Scented Melts, I have a sample here. This is Bourbon Butterscotch. Bourbon Butterscotch. I've had this now for probably close to a year. Maybe October was when I got it. I'm liking boozy scents, so I thought, ooh, this might be a nice one. We had some cool nights this week, but we also had some warm nights as well. But I put this because I wanted it in open space. I put this in my candle crock. I just dumped, the little samples that were in here in my candle crock and let that one go. Strong performer. This in the corner of my little living room area is where I have the candle crock right now. And yes, I could smell this everywhere. It was kind of going up the hallway. And what I found and what I kind of know is that butterscotch is just too sweet for me. So I did not leave this in for more than maybe 3 hours, because after a while I was like, okay, this is too much now. This is too much butterscotch for me. So this is a no for me. But if you love sweet scents, those really candy-like sweet scents, like caramel and butterscotch and toffee, then you would probably love this. It was really, like I said, a good performer in my candle crock. But for me, butterscotch was mentioned in my no-no video because it's just can be too sweet after a while. Like I can only handle it for so long. All right. Next, we have one from the Pharmacist's Daughter. This is French Lavender and Honey. This was poured, or I got it anyway, in May of 2024. So it's probably poured sometime in April. This on cold smells really pretty. And I love lavender scents. I put this in my warmers in here, in my Scentsy warmers, where I have no issues, warming that smell good, not that smell good shop, sorry, the Pharmacist's Daughter. And unfortunately, this one was so light, like I could barely smell it. I had to be near the warmer to smell this one, even though it smells beautiful. So unfortunately for me, this one just was very light, didn't work for me. This is French Lavender and Honey from the Pharmacist's Daughter. Like it took me a second. Okay. Moving on to Lavender and Speckles. This is Strawberries at Deuce Market. This is salty pretzel blended with sweet white cake, strawberry pound cake, and zucchini bread. Strawberries at Deuce's Market. I've had this since November of last year. And this was a partial that I had, so I think I only had 3 buns left. I did warm this downstairs in open space. It was just the 3 that I had left. Great throw. This is a great throw, great scent, performs really well. Only used it in my Scentsy warmers, and it's fantastic. So it's a great bakery scent. So if you like the pretzel, you like a little strawberry pound cake, this was a really good one and a great performer. So Strawberries at Deuce's Market. All right. Moving on to Candles by Victoria. This is Lemon Peach Pound Cake Preserves. Candles by Victoria. I warmed another Candles by Victoria last week. I think it was called Summer Nights. And I warmed it downstairs in open space in my Scentsy warmers. So same thing with this one, downstairs in open space in my Scentsy warmers. It was a very pleasant smell. Like this is a beautiful peach in here. Beautiful peach with the lemon. It was a low medium performer. I can smell it, but it was light, but I could smell it. So this would be a good one to have maybe when you have guests over and you want just something in the background, but not like punching you in the face. Pleasant scent. Only lasted a couple hours though. So far the 2 that I've warmed from Candles from Victoria, I've had the same experience, just a few hours. Very nice scent, not super strong, at least in open space and in my Scentsy warmer. So that is Candles by Victoria. And this scent is Lemon Peach Pound Cake Preserves. All right. Let's do that Smell Good shop since I have that on the brain. I warmed 2 here. Both of these were gifted to me from Shijo here on YouTube. She's got a YouTube channel now, and you should go check it out if you haven't. But she's also been a longtime member of the wax community, and she had sent me a bunch of that Smell Good shop. So these were 2 of them. Voldemort is Driftwood, Vetiver, and Coconut. I warmed this. I had 3. I think there's 3 cubes in here. Warmed this one in the guest room next door. This was a strong performer. Very strong performer, and that's why I'm now like a fan of that Smell Good shop, and I've done a haul myself because it's working for me in my Scentsy warmers. And this one, what I would say about this one is I liked it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I wish it had maybe a little more coconut or a little less vetiver. I think this had just a lot of vetiver. It was very manly, masculine. I love driftwood, but I that's what I would do. I'd add like a little more coconut just for me, balance it out a little bit more. But great performer, okay scent for me. That was Voldemort. Then we have The Fool. This is white tea leaves, plum, and apple. The Fool. I'm loving tea scents as well. So this was a beautiful tea scent. It was a beautiful tea scent. You did get some of that plum and some of that apple. But again, I do like apple. It's not that I hate apple. I'm just picky with my apple. But this was a very, it just sweetened it. It was a very fresh, sweet. You also had the plum in there to sweeten it. So this was really nice. I would say for me, I'd up the plum and apple just a little bit more and tone down the white tea leaves. Because what I did get was predominantly the white tea leaves with a little bit of that fruit. So if you love tea scents, you would love this. For me, I would just kind of adjust the ratio, a little more fruit and a little less tea, but it was still really nice and warmed it in this bedroom. Great performer. Okay. This one here is, I don't know if I might have talked about this one a couple weeks ago, but I finished it. It's peach Buttercrunch cake. I think I did. I finished it. I had maybe like 6 cubes left. This is wax that my friend made for me. And it's just, it was a great scent. So it's got, won't get into it too long, spend too much time on it because I know you can't get it, but I'll just share the scent notes here. So this is a buttery yellow cake filled with fresh, ripe peaches and let's see, maple and then like crunchy almond toffee bits, something like that. But warmed it downstairs in open space. Great performer for me. I loved it and I finished it up. So that was a wax that my friend made for me. Okay, let's talk about these scoops here. I have 2 from 2 different vendors. I'll start with Scoopable Wax Melts. This one is Harvest Moon. It's leaves and honey spiced pear from Scoopable Wax Melts. This I used for the challenge. I think it was Friday. It was Harvest Moon was actually the name of it. And like something that has night or, reminds you of nighttime or something like that was the challenge. This was really, really good. And look, can you tell? I used like half. I used half of this. I warmed it 2 different mornings in a row. I mean, it doesn't last all day. So that's why I felt okay warming it. I did warm it on Saturday and I had also warmed it on Friday. And then that's how I used up half down in open space. I warmed it Saturday because I knew it was going to give me really good throw initially, but after about 4 hours, it does die down. But I mean, the performance while I had it downstairs was great. I put it in 2, 3. I did have it in 4 warmers downstairs. The honey spiced pear is beautiful, really, really pretty. And then you get that outdoorsy leaves scent, but it's sweet. It's sweet because of that honey spice pear. Fantastic. I really like this one a lot. So I was like, yeah, this is a good one. So that is Harvest Moon from Scoopable Wax Melts. The other scoop that I used, I think kind of like the Sunday before, was Christmas in a Cup. This is from Zeep. Her scoops do not have the scent notes in it, but this is like a coffee with eggnog, if I remember correctly. I know there's eggnog in it. Christmas in a Cup. I also have this, or maybe I might have gifted it. I might have put it in friend mail. I'd sent some coffee scents off to a friend that likes coffee. But I know there's eggnog in this one. But if you were to smell it, you don't really smell eggnog. So it's not one that I would say, oh, I can smell the eggnog in there. It's coffee with, for me, it's almost coffee, like a little boozy. It's like a boozy coffee. That's what I smell in this. So I've been melting this off and on for a long, long time. I do keep it downstairs. You don't need much. A little goes a long way with these scoops. But I will say it's not my favorite coffee scent, so that's why I don't melt it often, but I'm halfway there. And I think it's what I'm getting of a booziness that is like, I can only kind of deal with it for a little bit. I don't love it. So this is Christmas in a Cup for me. Would not be a repurchase, but that's just because of scent preference. So that is Christmas in a Cup. It does perform very well otherwise. All right, let's get into Knowles Farm scents. So I warmed melted 2 and emptied 2. So apple, peel, and leaves. This is apple, orange, peach, fallen leaves, cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg. I don't believe he offered this one this fall. I got this last year, and it's a great scent. I mean, I love his wax. He's really a top vendor for me. I do get some of that apple. I get all of these scents, but again, with his blends, I feel like they're blended so well that yes, I can get apple. And even though orange I had put on my no-no list, it's not like, ooh, there's that orange. You know, it's just blended really, really well. And so it makes this, and again, with the peach, it's not like I just smell peach. I'm just smelling more apple and then like a sweet leaves type of scent, right? And this is a fantastic performer. So I warmed this twice this week upstairs in my Scentsy warmers. And this goes for a very long time. I took it out after a day, but it still had some scent. Very strong throw. This really throws, scent in the room and out the door and down the hallway. I can smell this even a little bit creaking, kind of creeping downstairs a little bit. So great performer. Apple, peel, and leaves. I like that one a lot. It's a nice fall scent. And then Beach Evenings and Cookies. I was digging through I have a basket. It's actually the same size as this one. And I just throw in partials in there that I know I probably want to get back to within the next few months. And I had like 3 pieces that I had chopped up from this mini loaf of Beach Evenings and Cookies. This is from, is there a pour date on here? Yes, October of last year was the pour date. I've talked about it many, many times. I love Knowles Farm Scents Beach Evenings. It's fantastic. It is a great performer. That one, a little goes a long way. You don't need much for it to just use it in my Scentsy warmers. This one I warmed upstairs in the guest room. It has cookies. It has cookies in it. Fantastic. Loved it. It's one of those scents when I was walking past the guest room, I'm like, wait, what did I warm? And I'm like, yeah, this is Beach Evenings. When you walk by and a scent makes you smile, like, yeah, that's a good one. So that was Beach Evenings and Cookies from Knowles Farm Scents. Oh, there's left one out. This is from that Smell Good shop. Did I leave anything else in the basket? Okay, no. This is What Big Teeth You Have, Eucalyptus and Fresh Rain. I had 2 cubes, so 2 cubes of this. I just put this in the bathrooms. To be honest, I didn't pay too much attention to what was in the bathrooms, and I was lazy this week about changing anything else, but it smelled fresh, and it was, for me, a nice bathroom scent. So that is What Big Teeth You Have. Forgot about that one. Okay, let's get into Rose Girls. So this is the last of it. I have another empty here. I do have a bag of Swiss. I'm kind of going through these Swiss Spurs. I will say that the first batch I got a few months ago, I think were better than these. So I don't know if they're changing. I mean, those were like thicker. They felt like there was more cotton. These are a little wispier. But it still works. It's still fine. I just noticed it a little different in quality on those. And then I forgot. Did I forget anything else? Okay, I don't think so. All right, so let's end it with Rose Girls. This is Strawberry Mallow Noel Bread. I've had this since April of 2023. This is strawberry jam, vanilla bean Noel, baked zucchini bread, and marshmallow smoothie. I warm this everywhere, downstairs in the guest room, and pretty much did that maybe. This was a partial too, so I know sometimes I forget to say that. It might sound like I'm going through a lot. I only had a little bit. I only had a little bit left of this one. It wasn't completely full, and I warmed it 2 days. This was a great scent, actually. I feel like I didn't like it as much the first time I warmed it as much as I liked it this time I warmed it. And it was a strawberry that I like, so we'll start there. I do get that vanilla. I did get some zucchini bread, and I do enjoy zucchini bread, and then that kind of creamy marshmallow scent. So this was also a pretty good performer. I'd say it lasted about 6 hours. That is strawberry mallow Noel bread, and I think I have one more bag of that one. This one here, Goodnight Moon, is a repurchase of mine. I love this scent. I fell in love with this last year when I first discovered it. This is from October of 2023, and so this is the second or third bag that I've purchased. This is Sweet Lavender, Pink Sugar, Peppermint, and Birthday Cake. Goodnight Moon. And I'm okay not using it all up because I think this is my last bag of this one, although my friend did make a dupe inspired by, so I do have another scent very much like this. So I don't need to hoard it, I guess is what I'm saying, but a little goes a long way. Jenny has a great peppermint oil. If you don't like peppermint, you probably will not like it. It's a very strong, kind of like nose clearing peppermint. And this one, you do get that strong peppermint, not as strong as some of her other blends, but you do get that cool, it's a very cooling, calming, almost peppermint scent. And then you do get some of that lavender. And I do get a good amount of Birthday Cake as well in this. I love the scent. It's for me a very calming scent. And then that yummy peppermint is nice and cool with the lavender. So that is Goodnight Moon. I do love warming this. I did warm this more in the evening and then all through the night just so I can enjoy it in the evening. So that Goodnight Moon. Okay, and then the Midnight Society. This is Palo Santo, Sweet Lavender, Vanilla Bean Noel. This is from November of 2023. So I've warmed this bag. This tells you how long it takes me to warm a mini melter bag like this. This is the third time I've used it, and I still have quite a bit. I still have enough for another melt, right? In open space, probably. This is, did I say what it was? Palo Santo, Sweet Lavender, and Vanilla Bean Noel. I think I did. This is a great performer for me. I have, as you see, double bagging Rose Girls, but this was a great performer last year when I first tried it last year, and then again this time around. Yeah, I love it. I get the lavender, I get the Palo Santo. I know some people aren't fans of her Palo Santo, and I think in the blends I've gotten that note in. It's blended really well. It is more masculine. Her Palo Santo is more masculine. So this to me is a more masculine scent, but I love it. It's just a nice lavender with that smoky, somewhat masculine bend to it, and it's a great performer. I warmed this in the bedrooms, downstairs in open space, and great throw, and lasted about 5 to 6 hours, I think. Can't remember exactly on the hours, but it was a good performer. Very satisfied with it. Would buy it again. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I have something stuck in my throat. So that is everything that I warmed this week. That was it. That was kind of a lot, actually. So really enjoyed melting what I have. I still have quite a bit in my September basket. I still have quite a bit of Rose Girls, and I hope that kind of like the next 2 weeks, I'll get through more Rose Girls and get through Sassy Girl Aroma, and then I still have a lot of Scentsy and stuff to get through. So, and some Second and Spruce. So it should be a fun melting week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoy this, and let me know what your favorite melt of the week was down in the comments below. Thank you so much. As always, appreciate and love your support. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.